What is up, Broski Nation? It's BroskiPlays here, and I am back with another Smash video. This one is really important because we all know that Smash Ultimate is going to be launching in a month, and I think around 14 days. And there has been a really insane leak going around since yesterday about a printing company from France that actually leaked the entire roster of Smash Ultimate. Now, a lot of you guys may want my opinion about it. I've seen so much evidence about this, like literally I've seen all sorts of stuff, from conspiracies to actual proofs to facts to fake stuff. So we're gonna get through that and show you what I think is going on with this leak. Now, first of all, let's get the overview of this leak for the people that lived under a stone the last couple days. So, a guy that works for a printing company in France leaked the roster on Snapchat. And he probably did it in his own story, like in the Snapchat story, and someone made a screenshot and posted on 4chan. Now, the interesting thing here is that a lot of people say that the leak is blurry, and that's true, but the reason for that is because it's from Snapchat. Snapchat uses a compression method in order to record their footage. I know this because I've tried to like make some really detailed videos with Snapchat, and turns out it's really difficult to do that. Now, the second thing is that people say that it's really blurry, and that's because it's an armband. Someone on Reddit actually found out that it's either a wristband or an armband, which explains why it's so blurry. Now, another thing that people have found out is that the actual full name of the guy, which is pretty fucking stupid, you dumb fuck, actually got revealed. Like, he literally put his name on the leak, but he actually crossed out almost his whole name, but for some reason he actually managed to still fuck it up, which is just stupid. But anyway, the people found out that this guy does work for a printing company in France, and this printing company makes promotional art for Bandai Namco. And would you guess, Bandai Namco is actually one of the developers for Smash Ultimate. Now, obviously this won't really like make it legit, but it's still something. Another thing that people found out is, and this is the most stupid part, like a lot of people seem to make this a meme just for this fact, is that there's a Christmas movie coming in November, and the end of November. And I don't know if you guys ever heard of this little green guy. His name is pretty familiar. His name is the Grinch. The Grinch, yeah. As you all know, a Christmas tale, a Christmas story. Turns out there is actually some promotional art for the newest Grinch movie in the leak, like literally, and it is a render that hasn't been like found in like on any other thing. Like, it's literally completely new. And to top it all off, I mean, this leaker had to recreate the entire roster and also had to like literally recreate the whole like Grinch thing. So that actually proves that this isn't a real printing company. Now, someone called the printing company and they told him that this guy worked, because he got fired obviously, which the fuck will do something like that. He got fired, and he worked for the company, like he literally worked for it. Now, there's another thing that a lot of people seem to found, like a conspiracy, that this guy he kind of hated the printing company or Nintendo or something, because on his Snapchat he says something really rude about Nintendo, saying like, "Oh, fuck Nintendo" or something, but it's in French. Like he basically tries to ruin Nintendo, which is really sad. But just that aside, let's just get that aside, because there's something else that is also really convincing, and that's there's also a empty background banner on that leak, and that is something that has been found out since the day that wait, how do you say that? Like, someone found out that this empty background banner was part of the E3, the E3 banner, like E3 kind of LED screens there, and they found out some really small things. But the thing is, it's also really blurry, so you cannot really tell if it's true or not, because the LED screen is basically really vibrant, and that really makes it difficult to spot some differences. Now, let's go on with the characters, because there's some really cool stuff here to show. Now, first of all, I predicted a long time ago that chorus kids, Banjo, Gino, and Isaac will make it into Smash, together with Shadow. Well, it turns out that Shadow, Ken, Banjo-Kazooie, or Banjo and Kazooie, Gino, Isaac, Chorus Kids, and one really odd one, Mac Rider. Mac Rider is a character from a really old NES game called Mac Rider, with the same name. And it is something that Sakurai actually wanted in Smash since it was Brawl or Melee or Brawl. And another thing that actually points out to this is the fact that he bought a doll, or like a action figure of Mac Rider, which kinda makes it even more reliable. Now, not only that, but this promotional art is just the "Everyone is Here" poster, and loads of characters, like a couple characters, have been repositioned, and that is really insane. Like, Nintendo shown the new poster, and it had repositions of all sorts of characters to make room for the new characters. And now the same thing happened with the new poster, and a leaker could never fake something like this. Like, never. There is no way that a leaker can recreate the background, the characters, because they're all in like separate layers. On top of that, each of the new characters has a completely new render, not found on any Google website, which makes this even more legit. Now, some people still are not convinced. Like, I've checked so many videos of YouTubers, of other people that say stuff like, oh yeah, but I mean, it's so unlikely that it's gonna be like 7 newcomers, because Sakurai told like he told stuff like, don't expect too many fighters and we're gonna slow down the reveals. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? Because are you really that stupid? Like, Sakurai can do what he wants. He can say what he wants. Like, literally, he told us that Ridley is too big for Smash. He told us that Villager will never be part of Smash, like, because of his moveset. And what happened? Ridley got in the game, and Villager was the first guy that got announced. And the fun thing is that Ridley was the first to be announced on the E3, and here it comes, Villager was also the first guy that got announced at the E3. So that even makes it more like, it's so funny. But still, never take Sakurai seriously. Like, he can always trick you. He is such a, like, really, how do you say it? Like, he likes to mess with people. Like, he likes to make you have low expectations, and then suddenly, boom, here you go. Same thing happened with the stages. I mean, let's be real here. Sorry. The stages. We first found out there has been like a bunch of stages. That we found out like around 70. And he told Famitsu that the stages were actually not that much, or not like many. And then suddenly he just came out, boom, 104, 103 stages, like out of nowhere. Same thing goes with the Castlevania stuff. Like, no one expected Castlevania to come out. No one expected Richter to come. No one expected, some people expected Simon, but I mean, like the music, like there was so much music for Castlevania, which is just something like Castlevania is just like from Konami. It's a third party thing going on. So the thing is, a lot of people seem to like don't believe this leak just for the fact that Sakurai said something. I mean, stuff like the developing time and all that stuff, those are facts. I mean, that's true, but things that are still yet to cover, like still yet to come, for example, when we get a new direct, when there's new information coming, that is slowing down. I mean, that slowing down stuff is obviously true, because we haven't seen any new info other than Isabel. But the fact that you guys believe that this guy actually, like, that he isn't going to like reveal any more like fighters, they're only like going to be a couple, and that you guys believe the box theory, it's just so funny. Like, it's hilarious to think about that you guys are such dumb Sorry, I'm not gonna insult you guys for that, but no, really, believe me, Sakurai will just say this in order to make people not that hyped. And why does he do that? For the simple fact of a surprise tactic, you know? If I was Sakurai, I will do the same thing. I will tell everyone like, oh, you don't expect too many fighters. If you will say that there's going to be like a bunch of more fighters coming to Smash, everyone will be too hyped, and it will actually, like, if people go to the direct, like Smash Direct, they will know, oh, there's going to be so many characters announced, and it will be just like, oh, yeah, we knew that we knew that so many characters were going to be announced. It's true. So if Sakurai tells us that we're not going to be seeing so many fighters, that creates the illusion that there's not going to be a lot and people won't be that excited, which makes the whole reveal even more surprising. And that is a really smart move of Sakurai, which he used in every single Smash iteration that he worked on. And that is kind of the thing. Another thing to prove this, like my theory to be true, is the fact that a lot of people seem to say like, oh, 2 characters when the Smash Direct got announced. Like, people predicted 2 characters, oh man, one Echo, one character. And then he came up with literally Ridley, not Ridley, what I'm saying, pardon me, Simon, Richter, Dark Samus, Chrom, and King K. Rool. Those are 5 characters. Let me just remind you that those are there 5? Yeah, those are 5 characters. 5 characters. And this new leak has 7. So why wouldn't Sakurai want to do this like in one direct? How wouldn't that be possible? If he does 5 characters in one direct, why wouldn't he be doing 7? So he could do anything he wants. Because the Echo Fighters only need 2, and of course these trailers, what they could do is they could just like play around with like the subspace map. Maybe they do it like when you go inside, when he shows the spirits mode, it will actually have the characters being shown off, just like it was with Brawl, but just a bit different. Well, we don't know, but it seems like a possibility. Also, some people have said that it's going to be something like DLC, like it's basically like the full roster with DLC. I don't seem to believe that. The reason why is it's, first of all, a really bad tactic, because you only make people more pissed off, because you will give people Isaac, Gino, Banjo-Kazooie and other like amazing characters everyone wants, and they have to wait for it and have to be paying for it as well. That will only make it even more less sense that people will be like hyped for the game. Now, one other thing that I think makes this 100% legit is the fact that this is not a text leak, it's not a screenshot, it's not anything that we've seen before. Like, we've seen the Geno leak, we've seen that PokerFloss leak, which I was involved in, we've seen the leaks about Ken. Those were all screenshots and stuff like in-game. This is promotional art. Promotional art, especially that poster. We already found out that it's really difficult to add characters with Photoshop, to basically do like recreate the poster. Like, some people tried it, it's impossible. And just show this just shows that this leaker is legit. I'm 100% on real here, because there is no way that this guy could have faked this. It's too Sakurai / Nintendo-ish, because another thing that I found out, Isaac had a little cool detail that makes this even more convincing. He has one of his little guys, or I call them, what are they called? Earth something like Earth minions. They're like little Pikmins, like you can say like little Pikmins. They're not like Pikmins, but you mean like minions that he has in Golden Sun. And it turns out that those little things are present in the promotional art, in the promotional leaked art. Like literally, they are next to him, which is just a small little detail that only Sakurai can put in. Like this, if this guy literally leaks it, why will he put something from Golden Sun in there? Like why will he? Because that is not a character, right? Like that little guy is not a character. He's part of his moveset. Only Sakurai will do that just to create a feeling of more details, little small details like that. And obviously he could have smarted that out, but do you really think that someone will be this smart? Because if he was that smart, why will he risk his job for that? Like why will he risk doing this? Like why would he risk leaking for his job? He wouldn't do something like, oh, let's make a fake leak because I hate my company and I want Nintendo to be screwed. If he really wants to screw up Nintendo, he's going to leak the real thing, you know? That will like make Nintendo like cry in pain, make Sakurai really, really mad, will make Nintendo mad. That's the only way that I see how this guy could actually destroy Nintendo or like make Nintendo pissed, you know? And obviously he's gonna be paying for this. He's gonna be obviously getting sued. He's already fired. But this guy's a legit dude. Like he has a LinkedIn profile. There's literally like he works for it. The Bandai Namco stuff is real. Another thing, I'm just gonna keep going. Fuck it. I'm just gonna keep going until it's over. Another thing that I found out is that this guy, he is part of this, he's a graphic designer, which some people might say, oh yeah, he could just like be really good at graphic design. Even if you are the best at graphic design, you cannot do something like this with Photoshop. It just wouldn't be possible. And another thing is, he only had 1 month to make this. Why? Because there is also Isabelle on there, and he couldn't, for no way, he couldn't make this art if it was before that, because that poster was not available before the time that Isabelle was revealed. Like that's 1 month ago. So it's just unlikely that he made all of that in 1 month. There are also instructions on there. There was also a lol emoji, which is kind of indicating that this guy really wants to fuck up Nintendo. Like he really wants to destroy Nintendo. And some people might say that the banjo thing sounds unreal, like it's too good to be real. You all know that Smash Ultimate is definitely a game that's too good to be real. Let's just keep that in mind, that this game features every single character, including returning ones, including Ridley, including King K. Rool, including Isabelle, including like all these big fighters that everyone wants. It's something that is too good to be true, but it's happening. So why wouldn't this leak be too good to be true? Because we have 900 music tracks. Wouldn't we ever thought of that? No. Wouldn't we ever thought of 103 stages? No. Wouldn't we ever thought of like King K. Rool coming? No. Ridley? No. Because it's something that is too good to be true. It's something that we dream of but never could be true. And that's the thing. That is what contradicts your statement. This game is all about exceeding expectations. Like it literally wants you to go crazy. It really wants you to be hyped up as high as possible. That's literally the reason why this game is so popular at the moment, because it really wants to do fan service, a really insane like thing here. It really wants you to feel like this Smash is made for you, for the fans, for the people that supported the franchise. And I'm honestly really happy that Sakurai finally does this, because we all know that the Smash community is one of the most dedicated communities out there. There are tournaments out there, there are communities, there are speculations, DLC, all that stuff. And another thing is that we haven't even considered DLC. So if this is true, if this leak is true, there will be 81 characters, which is almost the same amount as the fighter with the most like characters of all time. It will almost be like a Guinness World of Records. And we haven't even got DLC yet. So we could even see Skull Kid coming, Bandai Namco coming, Shantae coming. So we're still not done. It's literally something that that is just stupid. Like, it's gonna be so good. Like, this is definitely gonna be the game of the year, next year, because obviously it has not been nominated for Game of the Year because the game literally comes out the day after, which I feel really bad for Jeff, the host of it. Like, he's the host of the IGN stuff, and he had like put so much time in making this like show and everything, and then like not many people are gonna watch it because they're all gonna be lying down at the nearest GameStop waiting for Smash Ultimate to come out. So that is bad, but yeah. So I really think this is gonna be happening, guys. And there's more stuff to make it even more true, because I mean, I put my time yesterday. I put so much dedication in checking this this leak and checking every single little detail, from people debunking it, from Source Gaming to Push Dunstan, from Game Explain, which was, by the way, one of the worst videos I've ever seen with Game Explain, because basically what Derek said was, it's blurred, so it's fake. Dude, even if it's blurred, you cannot just say it's blurred and then say it's fake. You have to get arguments for that, right? So, but yeah, just to get that aside, it's just really unlikely that it's fake. There's so much evidence going around for this. Like, I feel really bad for Sakurai, first of all, because he put so much time in making this game. Like, he literally put his health and everything on stake for it. Another thing why I think it's really sad if it's true is that it wouldn't have that huge surprise effect. But the thing is, people are going to be so hyped for this Nintendo Direct. Why? Because they want to know if it's true. The funny thing is, yesterday Nintendo uploaded a Smash Bros. Like trailer, literally a trailer for the game, which they haven't done in like a couple months. Like, they literally done it on the same day as the leak. Which makes this just really, how do you say it, like, weird? Like, Nintendo knows about it and they want to make sure that people are not going to be believing it, kinda. That's what people are thinking right now. And there's other theories going around, like this guy, is part of the, he's like someone else has like betrayed him, which is really a crime if that's true. Like, if someone actually put the name of his co-worker on there, that's really mean. Like, that's evil. That's evil stuff there. If someone actually managed to do that and it's found out that it's actually someone ruined a life for someone, oh man, I cannot imagine, because I've been in the same boat. When it feels when you got ruined and backlash and stuff like that, it just feels so bad for this guy. If this guy is literally not the one who faked it, but someone put his name on there, man, this is bad. That's just really bad. That's just yeah. That's just try to make someone's life destroy. Try to destroy someone's life. It's just, that's really bad. But anyway, there's been other stuff, like someone saying like that it is kind of a really like odd thing to do, like having so many characters, and the fact that there's 5 newcomers. But I still think that the amount of newcomers is less than Melee. And the thing is, Sakurai said don't expect too many fighters, but he could say that in a way, don't expect too many fighters as in the whole Smash franchise, because we know that Smash 4 had 14 newcomers if I'm not mistaken, and this game only gets like, how much? 7 or something? Like, no, like 9? Which is not even like close to the Smash 4 amount. So, and because at that time Smash 4 was still in like, people were still thinking, oh, this is like gonna be like Smash 4, it's gonna have that many fighters, that many newcomers. Maybe that's the reason why. So we don't know, but that's another thing. Now, someone pointed out that Koro had made a mistake. That they made the Koro is a Japanese magazine that basically has like inside information, gets the first information from Nintendo, and it turns out that they put 108 stages on there. Now, they recently got a new issue out where they returned to 103 and they said it was a mistake. Now, this is really suspicious, but these 5 new characters, Geno, Isaac, Banjo-Kazooie, Chorus Kids, and Mac Rider, they are all from different franchises that have not been represented in Smash before and don't have a stage. Rhythm Heaven doesn't have a stage. Super Mario RPG doesn't have a stage. We have Golden Sun, Isaac doesn't have a stage. We have Banjo-Kazooie doesn't have a stage. We got Mac Rider doesn't have a stage, and yeah, and what's the other one again? Oh man, yeah, I don't have like the whole list. I'm doing this out of my head right now. Let me just check really quickly. And let's see, what was it again? I think it was like Gino, Isaac, Chorus Kids, Mac Rider, and what's the other guy's name? Gino. That's right? Yeah, that's 5. So yeah, that's 5 new stages right there. And that will basically make that 108. So it could be that that is true. Now, another thing that maybe could happen is that Isaac, I hope, if this is fake, let's hope that at least Isaac, Gino, and Banjo-Kazooie gets announced, because that will be amazing. Like, these 3 characters these 3 characters are the reason why this is such a hyped leak. Because those are the 3 characters that people really want. Like, that's like the number most wanted. People do like Shadow, do like Ken, do like Chorus Kids, and do like Mac Rider, but the main reason why they love this league is because of 3 little guys: Isaac, Banjo, and Gino. So that's why I think that hopefully, if it's fake, that these 3 at least get in the game. That will make me happy still. If they don't, and it's gonna be an entire, like, gonna be Ken and Shadow, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, literally, that's gonna be really sad, because these guys, like, if we get just 2 echoes, I don't think so, because Sakurai said there's gonna be new fighters. Like, there's still gonna be fighters revealed, and I don't think Isabel's the only one. Like, there's gonna be a couple other ones, right? So yeah, but there's more evidence. Like I could literally talk about this for ages, because there is still so much evidence that it points out it's true. Another thing that I think why this is true is the fact that this leak, like the company itself, is part of is actually a company that makes promotional art. Like, they literally get stuff 1 month earlier. And this is also why I think the Grinch leak, like, the Grinch is such a big part of this, because the Grinch movie is coming out end of November. Smash Ultimate is coming out the 6th of November, the 7th of November, pardon me, which means that these 2 dates are really close to each other, and it will make sense that they get this promotional art before others do, because they're both coming out after a month, which makes it even more legit to me. But yeah, it's like a month ago. It's like I think this is the ESRB leak. Like, this is ESRB 2.0. Yeah. For people that don't know, the ESRB leak was a leak that came out for Smash 4, which showed like screenshots, videos, and stuff like that, but also shows the entire roster on screen. And a lot of people thought that Lil Mac, like Shulk, was just a Photoshop Lil Mac, which is still a meme to this day. But I think that this is definitely ESRB. Like loads of people think it's fake, and trust me, it's gonna happen, because Sakurai is a really smart little guy. I know that this guy is just, he's gonna blow expectations with this, and I think this is definitely gonna happen. And I'm still gonna buy it, even if this doesn't happen. I'm still gonna buy it. But the amount of characters in here is 81. The amount of music in here is like the highest amount of music in any game. The amount of stages is the highest of any Smash game. There are stages returning, recreated. There's so much. All characters have been rebalanced, have been buffed, have been changed, have been competitive melee stuff. There's just so much leading to it, you know. There's so much leading to the fact that Smash Ultimate is going to be all game. Like, this is going to be the Smash that everyone's going to be playing. Melee is going to be over now. Like, this is going to be the end of Melee, in my opinion. I think nobody is going to be playing Melee after this, because this is all just feeling like it's gonna be the best Smash of all time. Like it's gonna have this brawl stuff, gonna have the melee stuff, the 64 stuff, the Smash 4 stuff, and obviously the new stuff. So it's basically everything and better. Even the menu, like people have been complaining about the menu, and now the menu looks like so much better. The menu team is also just really good, which makes it even more believable that this is going to be the best Smash, because if the menu team is already really good, then it should be obvious that this is going to be just like insane. There's just so much stuff going on with this league. Another thing that people are saying are the league with Direct League, saying stuff like, oh yeah, the 2 directs coming. I think that's also going to be true, and this could also be a reason why there are so many characters, because they could actually reveal 3 or 4 and 3. Like they could basically do 7 in 2 directs. So that's also a possibility. I don't think it can happen, but I mean it can happen. I'm not going to say it can't be happening, because the thing is, we are always try to predict our predictions on the fact of like the past directs and the past Smash directs and the past things that Sakurai did and the past things that Nintendo did. We basically have that as our only way to speculate about it. I mean, Nintendo is not known for having the same thing over and over again and having the same date, same stuff. No, Nintendo has never been something like that. They always have unexpected surprises. They always have things that really shock people. Like for example, no one expected City Skylines to come to Switch. No one expected Final Fantasy, all these games, except for flipping John. John from Game Explain, he actually predicted that, right? But like so many people think they know Nintendo, but Nintendo always is one step ahead of everyone with Animal Crossing. And that's another thing. Sakurai did something really amazing with Isabelle's reveal. Loads of people were thinking it was like an Animal Crossing reveal, but it was Smash, and he did that like not accidentally. He did it on purpose, just to fool people. Same with King K. Rool. You saw that Donkey Kong trailer, the reveal of King K. Rool. You saw Donkey Kong and you like thought, oh, it's King K. Rool, the shadow is coming, and then it was actually King Dedede, and people were like, oh, come on, and then it actually happened. But still, we all know that Sakurai is like this. He did at the E3 with like the stuff in the beginning, saying like, yeah, Smash 4's Nintendo Switch gonna be a fighter. That's it. That's his humor. That's his way of trolling or us people. It's basically the way that he does stuff, and I like that. I like how Sakurai approaches it. I think it's a really nice and really like smart move to basically let us think that it's gonna be really a shit game, like it's gonna not be a lot of more characters coming, and then blow expectations. That is the way how I think that it's gonna turn out. Man, I'm already talking for how long? Let me just check, because this is gonna be like a really long video. Yeah, 33 minutes. Another thing where I think that Isaac is gonna be in the game is before the Direct, something happened because Nintendo trademarked Golden Sun, and that's a big thing. Nintendo trademarked Golden Sun, a game, a franchise from Nintendo that has been lost, that no one has like any right for it anymore, and they got the rights back, which makes it even more likely Isaac is going to be in the game, which makes this leak even more likely. Same goes for Banjo-Kazooie. Phil Spencer wanted Banjo in the game, and another thing was that a really credible, reliable leaker, Vergabin, he predicted that Incineroar was going to be in the game. There's going to be a Square Enix rep, and there's going to be something Minecraft / Microsoft related. He said Steve, but I think maybe that could be like DLC. But if Banjo is true, that means that Steve is definitely a consideration for a DLC, because it's from Microsoft. Microsoft owns Steve, Microsoft owns Banjo, and if they both are now part of Smash, it will make sense that Banjo is in the game. It could also be just a contract with Rare, that they actually didn't have anything to do with Microsoft, I don't know. But it's just one of the many things why this leak is so reliable. Like, we all know that Sakurai does everything to get anyone in the game. he showed that in his latest Famitsu. He said stuff like, "Oh, it takes so much time to get get Cloud in there and Snake back and stuff like that." So he does so much, like he puts so much effort in trying to get them in. Even if he gets like Geno. I mean, he talked to Square Enix about Geno. Geno is a character from Super Mario RPG. It's a game that has been like not even been talked about for like 10, 20 years. But he wants him, and then he does everything, and I mean everything, to try and get him in the game. And one more thing, actually I'm gonna just, I don't know, one more thing, I'm just keep talking about it, I cannot stop. There's just one other thing that I also found out, and that's there's gonna be a Japanese tournament, Smash tournament, and that was the previous league. That was actually the league that made it credible that there's gonna be information. And that is the Nintendo, was it Nintendo Live? Nintendo Live tournament, or Nintendo Live event. That's happening on the, I think it was 3rd of November? Yeah, 3rd of November. And there was a kind of rumor going around that it will include a release build that is actually the real official game. Now, if that is true, it will make sense that this league comes out now. Why? Because if the game gets shown at that tournament, that means that Sakurai has not that many days left to show off the game. It could also be that this real release build is going to happen at Kyoto's event, because there's going to be an event in Tokyo, Japan, and it's going to be an event in Kyoto, the main hometown of Nintendo headquarters. So that's another thing. So there's definitely going to be information, and I'm 100% sure this is true. Like, this guy has been fired from his job. If it was a fake leak, why the fuck will this printing company fire him? If it was fake, why would they? Because they know if it's fake, like, oh wow, we could just say it's fake. We could just say like, oh, it's fake, there's nothing to do about it. But if the printing company actually knows that this is real, like they actually got the assets, they actually got this from Nintendo, that means that this guy has violated their terms of services. They violated their way of like showing off details and stuff that is like not even considered. Like not even considered. Know what I'm saying? No, that is actually considered being a thing that's been like sent from Nintendo and or Bandai, because I think Bandai just advise Nintendo to like, oh, let us just we know a company in France, they can do this for really cheap, they can do this really nice. We have done this before with other games, because they are actually they have a business relationship with this company. Like they do this with loads of games. They did this with all sorts of Bandai games back in the day. So it makes sense that they let Smash Ultimate go there and convince Nintendo to do that. So, but yeah, it could be that someone just fucked up someone else's life. It could be that this guy did this for the fact that he just wants exposure, wants to fuck up Nintendo, and that's why he leaked the game. But I'm still not convinced that it's fake. I'm just 100% not convinced it's fake. I am 100% sure it's real. That's just why. There's so much evidence going around. There's like the evidence is just so high this time. Like there's literally so much stuff. There's no way this could be debunked in any way. Like, okay, there could be a couple things. Like, oh yeah, there's a couple spots different. Well, great. And now, is that what you think? Like, oh yeah, Cloud is different. Oh, this is different. That doesn't debunk it, dude. That doesn't even debunk it for 1%. Just because there is a little, like, mistake, that doesn't mean anything. There has been mistakes at Nintendo all the time. People make mistakes all the time, but it doesn't mean that this one is fake. This guy can never fabricate this. It can be. If this guy managed to make this in 1 month, that is impressive. But I don't think he does, because if he was really smart to plan all of this out, then he wouldn't risk his job. That will be a dumb move. If this guy was really that smart, he wouldn't even like put so much he wouldn't even make a dumb move like that. And everything is just pointing out that this is just real, and I think that it is the best roster they've ever seen. I think that this roster will blow everything away if it's true. I believe that this roster will change the whole Smash Ultimate hype. It will make everything even more hype. It will make Sakurai really happy. It will make their work really well spent. I think the game will definitely get tens upon tens and tens. I think the game will sell big time. I already like stated this on Twitter, but my prediction is that Smash Ultimate is gonna outsell Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, I said it. They're gonna outsell Red Dead Redemption 2. Just for the fact that this game is gonna happen in December. There's gonna be bundles out for the game. New people are gonna be buying a Switch for this. People that have a GameCube back in the day gonna be playing. People that had played Smash for the Wii gonna be, and we all know that Brawl has been played a lot. Like there's been a lot of copies sold of the game. A lot of people own the Wii, so this game is really popular. Like Smash has been, I think Smash is gonna outdone Odyssey and Breath of the Wild easily. Like this, I think this game is gonna be blowing up, and I'm not joking about this. Like it's gonna be even more insane than all the other game releases this year. And I'm really sad that the game is releasing after Game of the Year awards, because this game deserves to be Game of the Year because it's so good. It's just sad that it's happening one day after it, because it's definitely Game of the Year for me already. Like, and I'm 100% sure, because people have been so positive about the game, the gameplay, everything. People that played it, even Melee, even like the little like tournament guys, like the esporters, they were really positive about it. And that's something, because Smash 4 was not being positive received by the community. No, it definitely wasn't. People were really skeptical about the game. They were really like, oh, this is not going to be the best Smash. Like, I don't like this gameplay. So that is a really big reason. This is a really huge reason why this game is gonna like be the best Smash ever. And I'm 100% sure, because this is the ultimate version. People put so much time, and there's like leakers everywhere, like YouTubers that put so much time in these leaks, for the fact that Smash is so popular at the moment that it basically is going to be taking over the world by storm once it comes out. Like, I'm sure that this game won't be. It will get support from Nintendo next year. There's going to be DLC for the game. There's going to be constant support of this game. It's just going to happen. Like, you know, this is going to happen, because they did it with Mario Tennis Aces. They did it with the other Nintendo games. It's with Mario Odyssey, with Breath of the Wild. So they're going to definitely do that with Smash as well. Well, holy shit, that was a long talk. Hopefully you guys are still here. If you are, that's amazing. Thank you so much for listening to me for such a long time. I'm just trying to make I'm just trying to like call out every single guy that thinks this is fake. I'm just trying to like show everybody that this is real, like 100% real, in every way. Anyway, I tried to make everyone just get quiet, because I can. There are reasons to get everyone quiet, because there is no way that this is fake. There's just no way. There's too much evidence going around for this. There's too much stuff that someone could fabricate. That's like, for example, that Geno thing could also be fake. That Ken thing could also still be fake. But still, we know that the Geno guy was actually coming out, that he said that it's real. So that is interesting. You know, that's interesting, because that Geno fake leak was real, fake. So if it turns out that Geno is actually in the game, that will make me even more surprised. Like, he leaked that game and faked it, but the character is actually going to be in the game without him knowing. So that's really, I like that. I like this stuff. I always love speculation for Smash, and people always say fake to me. They always tell me, oh yeah, Broski, that's fake because this and that. The thing is, guys, it's speculation. It's just something that everyone has their own opinion about, obviously. I'm not going to say that your opinion is wrong. I'm just saying that, in my opinion, it's going to be real. And if you don't think it's real, that's true. I just want it to be real. I think it's real. And there is evidence that it's real. There's too much evidence it's real. If there was like not that many evidence, like there's so much stuff fabricated, there were reasons like, oh, this guy had like, for example, stuff like scissors lying around, stuff like all these things like that makes it even more obvious, then it's gonna be fake. But if this was fake, then this guy, I want to know how this guy did it, because that's unhuman. If you do something like this, that's really insane. I'm just in a real camp here, and I will always be. I won't change my fact. Nothing will stop me. The debunks so far are just really bad, Like, let's check some like flipping debunks right now, guys, because it's just. I just want to show that this is just funny because people are trying to debunk it in order to get exposure, which is just sad. Like, people are trying to get in the game. Like, people are trying to get known for, oh, this guy debunked it. Oh, he gets so much exposure and attention and followers. No. No, 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 no. It's just another. Oh yeah, another thing that I found out is that Papagino's a YouTuber with like 18,000 subscribers. He claimed that he had a really credible source, and that credible source confirmed that it's true, and he believed this source. That's another thing. If someone else made an extra video, and he first was really skeptical about it, he really was like, oh no, this is not going to be true, and now he was like, oh, this can actually be true. That is just a big reason. IGN is making a video about it. Every single news outlet is making a video about it. All these other leaks get out of the radar because they're fake. But if something like this surfaces on every single news outlet, that only makes it more reliable. Like, that only makes it more credible. Credible, that's true. But yeah, just more reliable that it's true. And it's just so insane that how many news outlets and YouTubers are having a go on this. Like, even YouTubers that normally never post leaks do it. Like Alexa Relax. We got a guy like what was his name again? We have some other like YouTubers. They're all like, Game Explain normally doesn't do these leaks, so they do it again. Like, people are making this a serious threat. Like, they make this a serious thing. Nintendo Wire makes it serious. Nintendo Live makes it serious. And if a news outlet is gonna make this a serious thing, there is gonna be a huge boost that this is real. Otherwise, they wouldn't spend this time. They wouldn't take the time to make an article about this. They wouldn't, because that will be just a waste of time. There has to be evidence, and if the evidence is true, and there's literally all pointing out to this being real, then I don't see why this is fake. People are saying, oh yeah, the Smash 5 is a port, even after the Direct. I don't know if that is like to troll or something, but I think that is just a really bad statement. It's just so funny that people are trying to debunk it, because it feels like this is just the real thing. It's going to be ESRB here, because the last ESRB leak was happening 1 month ago, and now it happened again 1 month ago at the same time. So this could be all ESRB leak, and I'm 100% sure it's true. And I'm definitely gonna laugh. I'm definitely gonna be so happy. I'm gonna be tweeting to every single person that doesn't believe me and tell them that this is just funny. Like, you guys didn't believe it. Well, fuck you. I believed it, and I am real. I knew it was real, and that feels so good, you know. And if it doesn't, then I'm not even bad about it, because this guy put a lot of like time in it. See, people here are like saying, you're trying to debunk this. Remember when people kept saying the Smash 3DS roster leak was fake? You're literally doing the same thing, trying to make it fake. It's real. Stop denying the fact. Where's your proof? Where's your proof where it's fake? Go on. I'll wait. That's a really good one. Like, people are just saying like, oh, now people are just trying to get attention in there. Like, people are trying to put Steve in there, to put Fortnite and all these stupid things, making it a meme out of it. It's just, it's getting out of control, you know. I'm just hoping Nintendo will release the Direct as soon as possible. That's all I'm hoping, because I think Nintendo has seen it. Because Nintendo has always been up to date with Nintendo, with communities and everything. They know about they knew about the Bowsette thing going on. They knew about the Earthbound stuff. They knew about Animal Crossing being wanted, and this probably will be the next thing that they know. And I think there's going to be like an alarm going off right now at the Nintendo headquarters, seeing this, because I'm really curious what Sakurai is going to say. Like, it's going to be really interesting. I've never seen Sakurai getting fucked over like that. Like, even with Smash 4, like Smash 4, it was not that. Well, actually, it was kind of a big of a deal, because at the end they got announced that way. So he did not show any like mad stuff, but when it happens again, because the reason why he wants to reveal the characters right now is because otherwise these leaks will be, and it will be like the same thing happening as right now, but he still didn't prevent it. So I think it's also Sakurai's fault for not just letting us know. It's just, in my opinion, it's also the fault of Sakurai. I think he should just reveal everyone and just make like, that will actually make these leaks not even having any credibility and just make it can be happening. Then we probably will be going with DLC, but we already have then the fighters. So if he just like did it a lot earlier, this wouldn't happen. And I know that's hype and stuff like that, but still, it's just seeing that people are trying to break a leak, and people saying that the background changing, it's all just bullshit, you know. Alright, so I'm gonna end the video here. Man, that was a long video. Jesus Christ. Hopefully you guys like it. If you do and you have watched it to the end, thank you so much for watching. I know it's been a long video, 50 minutes, Jesus Christ. Hopefully you guys liked watching it and looking at a Smash picture for like 50 minutes, but yeah, this is a really quick video. I'm going to be back on YouTube after the 10th of November, after I released my album Fatality. You guys can still pre-order it on Spotify, and it will be released on YouTube because you guys liked it. I liked the feedback you guys gave me about the album. You guys really like this new rapping metal music. I love it. I love it that you guys are respecting my choices of playing around with different other things, like with all hobbies, because I'm a guy that likes to do a lot of different stuff. Like I like to do music, I like to do video editing, I like to do photoshopping, designing, all sorts of stuff. So I'm a guy that does stuff like I start with something, then I do something else in a different thing. I started with a Monaco, then with Isaac, now with YouTube again, then with music. It's just going to be like going around every time. So anyway, that's the end. Oh man, that was a long video. Now I'm gonna stop now, because thank you for watching, everyone. This was BroskiPlays, and I see you guys all the 10th of November. Because I'm only gonna be making a new video if this Smash Direct. Obviously, I'm gonna be live streaming the Smash Direct once it gets announced, and then obviously talk about what happened. So thank you for watching. This was BroskiPlays, and stay broski. Also, my birthday is the 20th of November, and I'm gonna be having a charity stream. So keep an eye out on that, and see you guys next time. Bye.